And welcome to another episode of Does This Podcast Suck? As always, we have MT.
That would be me.
And Kyle.
That would be me.
Look at
Are
that
you sure?
enthusiasm. He's having a good week.
Are you sure it's not me again?
It could be. I'm really not sure.
So
nobody tells me.
You don't need to know. It's not worth it.
So, it's been a couple weeks. Been a lot of stupid things for us to laugh at. The first thing that comes to mind this week is the Tomb Raider shit.
That's not really laughing. That's more rage
I have that
than
written
anything
down
else.
on my agenda here as Tomb Raider shit. Because it is a bunch of shit.
Sounds about right.
On my particular notes, it was fucking Tomb Raider.
We didn't need article links or anything. We just fucking Tomb Raider.
To be fair, it's fucking Square Enix.
Well, fucking everything. So
fucking Microsoft, fucking Crystal Dynamics. Fuck you.
You all eat dicks. So, of course, if you live in a hole, cave, whatever, shanty, Tomb Raider was recently announced to be quote-unquote exclusive on the Xbox One for Holiday Season 2015. Hey, that sounded like an echo, but it was actually just MT talking at the same time.
Wanted to make sure the information got out.
But, presumably, everyone lost their fucking minds. Because why the fuck, right? And my main problem with something like this, and you know what happens at the end of the story, you could probably already guess, but my main problem with this is, I like when companies pay to produce new content. Like Sunset Overdrive, that's great. I love it. I want to play it. It exists because Microsoft's bankrolling them. Awesome. If it's on Xbox One, that's great. It wouldn't have existed otherwise. When a company pays literally to just have a game not come out on other platforms, that's fucking stupid. And, I imagine that's pretty much what everyone else thinks. And I just, and people, rush to defend them because, I don't know, they're Xbots. I don't know. They're like, well, Sony did that with the... Well, when it happens, it doesn't matter who it is. It's fucking stupid. All it does is basically take away stuff from the other people.
I was say, how often does it happen like this, though? I can't think of anything off the top of my head where it's like a game came out for everything, and then the next game was one thing.
Yeah, that's what bugs me the most about it, really.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they would do that. I mean, not to mention... the end of the story, which even further infuriates me, is they're like, oh, that's just the way it is. We just worded this in the most retarded fucking way possible because, right? And then Phil Spencer's like, well, no, we didn't fucking buy the... we didn't buy it. We just, misled everyone in the most ridiculous fucking way possible. And it was like, I just don't... why you gotta lie? Why do you gotta lie to us? Everyone immediately said, bullshit. Either you are completely fucking retarded and you're going to ignore all the platforms that are bigger than the Xbox One, or you're fucking lying or stretching the truth by putting it in a stupidly worded way that's meant to confuse stupid people. And as we've learned, it was worded in a stupid way to confuse stupid people.
Well, I'm sure, that's the point, because stupid people will buy Xboxes.
And,
hey,
it's ridiculous. And I'm everyone does it too, and it annoys the fuck out of me. I complained. I think that Sony paying a bunch of money for Destiny stuff is fucking stupid. It's stupid. Oh, we're getting content first. Who gives a fuck? I don't need that. Go spend that money on new games. Quit with this shit trying to one-up each other. Well, look what we have. It's the same game, but look at this extra shit. I don't care. Go spend the money on something else. It's a waste. It's
maybe
just
you should care.
Our platform's better because we took away things from the other platform. How is that enticing? It's fucking... So, this whole thing is just making my brain hurt. And, yeah. Square Enix
Like-
is fucking stupid.
I really have to wonder how much money they gave them for them to do this too, because this is like completely next gen, isn't it? This one.
I believe so, yeah.
It's actually going to be on the 360 and the Xbox.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's a little bit of a thing. Because if it was completely next gen, that would have been like
That
the
would be
stupidest
suicide.
fucking move.
Yeah.
Like the fucking system with like the least number of units.
Yeah. So
After they complained that the first one didn't sell well enough when it was on everything. Like seriously.
yeah. Yeah, they were complaining. It only sold 6.5 million units. Are you serious? That's an only. It only sold that much.
It only sold
Mario
better than
Kart.
every other Tomb Raider game ever.
Nintendo just got excited about Mario Kart hitting 1 million. Are you fucking kidding me? And they probably spent more money developing it because Nintendo makes good games. Real good games. And, they don't spend their budget on marketing. Of course, they're not retarded like Square Enix, so here,
Well, I mean, to be fair, they could probably do to spend a little more on marketing.
Well, maybe if they weren't a bunch of stupid, dusty old men, they could do that, but I still think they have trouble getting on the internet. They probably call Internet Explorer, because I'm sure they use that, the internet. Like, they're those old people.
Yeah.
The internet's not working. You mean Internet Explorer's not working, Grandpa? I told you to start using Firefox. No!
That's like a little off topic, but like
Foxfire!
That's specifically what I have to deal with. Anytime I have to fix like my girlfriend's parents' computer, I install Firefox on it and say use this instead. Next time, like within like less than a week, I go over
47 toolbars later.
They've deleted Firefox because they don't trust it.
Extra points if they call it Foxfire.
I believe I have heard that before.
I got the Mozilla. Sometimes I get the Mozilla. Sometimes it's Foxfire. Which, like, are you dyslexic? Like, I don't understand. Like, you're reading it on the fucking screen. It's right in front of you.
As long as it's not the AOL.
The AOL. Yeah. I mean, at least when you say the internet, it is called Internet Explorer.
I guess.
Yes. And it takes you to the internet? The internet's broken. Grandpa, I don't think that's it. So. Anyway. Dusty old men aside. The people running Square Enix need to be kicked in the dick. And, at least it's not exclusive, even though all signs point to it. Exclusive Holiday 15. Like, I'm gonna laugh if it comes out, like, January 5th or something on other platforms.
Like, that's what I was wondering, is how long the exclusivity on it is, because, like, he didn't say, so...
I gotta think maybe part of this is Microsoft's fault, because when you watch their conferences... And Sony does the same fucking thing. They very carefully word things. They don't say that things aren't coming out on other platforms, They'll just be like, coming to Xbox One. And they just don't mention the other ones. So I gotta think this kind of shit is probably Microsoft's doing. They're like, we'll give you bags of money, and you have to say this is an exclusive. And then when everybody loses their fucking minds, we'll be like, well, no.
Nah, man.
Nah. When's it coming out on the other? I don't know. You got to talk to them, even though they're under contract and can't tell you. Fuckers. So I want to be clear on this, too. It's fucking retarded no matter who's doing it. Stop paying. Put PlayStation on all the Destiny posters. No one gives a fuck. Just make games. Quit spending your money on bullshit. Everybody will be happier that way. Quit trying to mislead all the consumers. It's fucking obnoxious. Why do we have to be like lied to and talked to like we're idiots? I just don't get it.
Because some of us are.
Well, I guess that's what it comes down to. The teeming masses are, idiots. Or they just don't give enough of a fuck. I mean, that's what it comes down to half the time. They don't care enough. They want to play their Call of Duty and get the fuck out.
I mean, like, it's kind of hard to defend, like, some people. Like, I mean, remember after E3 when, what was it, like, the LA Times or something talked about Nintendo's new PlayStation 4?
God damn it. Shut up.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin was right.
That's
The
a
mainstream media
journalist.
is stupid.
That person is literally paid to go check facts, and he can't even fucking open up a browser and figure out what company makes the PlayStation 4. Are you kidding me? There was a time where video game consoles were called PlayStations. We had Nintendos, and then we had PlayStations, and now we have Xboxes. You're trying to fucking tell me that at some point you didn't notice who made the goddamn thing? Come on. I mean, yeah, they weren't called Sonys, because that would be retarded. But come on.
Well, I mean, somebody's out there looking for that Nintendo Play box.
I mean, you type in PlayStation 4 and Sony is fucking everywhere. I mean, go look at it on Amazon. I don't understand. Oh well. That's shitty journalism for you. Which one was that?
I think it was LA Times. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah. Should be ashamed. You're like the fucking escapist of regular journalism.
Yep, it was the LA Times.
You idiot. That will be forever immortalized. Moving along. Rise is coming to PC.
Hooray.
And no one gives a fuck. I do find it funny because it was like an exclusive for Xbone. And I find it funny that they're bothering to port it. Because if I'm not mistaken, pretty much no one liked it.
Yeah, it was it was basically the knack of the Xbox One.
Right. It was the Xbone's knack. I just don't understand why they go to the effort. I mean, maybe it was a easy port. I don't know. Seems like wasted effort. And I remember thinking when I saw that, at E3, I was like, oh, that looks cool. I was like, I wonder if it'll come out on PC. No, it's an exclusive. And now that it's actually coming, I don't even give a shit. So that's sad.
You'll still buy it when it's $5 on Steam.
You'll buy it? No, I won't, though. I've gotten much better about that. I won't just buy any old thing. I mean, at one point, yeah, I did buy the Ghostbusters video game. But to be fair, I traded it in for more money than I bought it for.
Plus, at this point, you probably bought 90% of the games on Steam anyway.
Yeah,
at one point.
I do have, 280 games? Some kind of bullshit. Let's not go into that again. So, yeah, this is really just kind of an unexciting thing. It's actually kind of depressing how unexciting that is. Like, oh, cool, an exclusive game is coming to... Oh, it's Rise. So, whatevs. What else is going on? Oh. This is the one you found, Kyle. Microtransactions in Assassin's Creed.
For fuck's sake.
God.
So, what's that all about?
Pretty much what it sounds like. It's Ubisoft.
Well, thank you for that.
Kyle, a reporter in the field.
Ubisoft doing what they do best, being fucking idiots. Because, they specifically said to, oh, don't worry, it won't compromise the core game. But, doubly so with it coming out of Ubisoft's mouth, I'm like, yeah, sure it won't.
Yeah. See, and here's the thing. When I see a game that offers microtransactions, it tells me one really obvious thing. This game has grinding and boring shit that you will feel compelled to pay to skip.
Yep.
If your game is so shitty that people want to pay to not play it, you should probably just make the game better.
They used a lot of those dangerous words too when they were talking about it. It was specifically it's supposed to be a fast track kind of thing where you can buy gear and items that you could otherwise get playing the game, which means grindy bullshit. But then he also stated that was pretty much the extent of microtransactions for Unity. So, there's something else, because they haven't really fully detailed it yet, so they're fucking doing something.
You can pay to be a woman.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine?
Watch,
the fucking shitstorm. Please, do this. I want to see it. I want to see you set women's rights back 50 years. Because you're trying to make money. I need this. I need this to laugh at. I wouldn't put it past them either. They're just that fucking boneheaded, and they're French, so they kind of don't give a shit about anything we have to say. They do it just to spite us, probably.
Well, and their CEO is a supervillain, so
Was it Ubisoft, or I thought EA had the
I don't know.
supervillain?
It's probably like
They all
if
have
any
supervillains.
Yeah, like
No,
in the
because
end, they're all supervillains.
Ubisoft just has what's her name, Aisha.
Oh, that's right. They're the ones who keep fucking using her.
They have fucking Girlwood. That's their representative.
She's a special
Still better
kind
than the
of villain.
supervillain. At least she's mildly funny.
To you, maybe.
She's funny, and then she kills the joke, beating a dead horse. She makes glue often. But other than that, so, Ubisoft! Breaking video games one game at a time. It's amazing how often they do, like, do their mouths just taste like feet? Is that just constant?
This is
dirty feet.
I already have a vision of how this is going to go, because it's going to go like pretty much everything else that they do. They're going to do this with a bunch of games, and they're going to say, oh yeah, it's working great, we're making so much money, and people love it. And then about a year down the road, 2 years down the road, they're going to be like, no, people hate that. We're going to stop now.
This was horrible.
Like, they're going to be like, no, we're totally stopping that because people don't like it and it doesn't work, and then praise us because we stopped.
Yeah, praise us for not doing online-only fucking single-player games. Praise us. No, how about you just not do this shit in the first place, you fucking idiots? Learn from the past. Fuck. God damn it. Just fucking, like, watch what Valve's doing and just, like, do that. Like, if Valve wouldn't do it, what would Valve do?
So, hats.
If they wouldn't do that, yes, put hats in all of your games. You know what? Fucking whatever their stupid shit is called. Uplay? You can, like, unlock shit by playing games or whatever. That's cool. That's like hats. That's just like hats. Do that. Don't do this. Give us hats. Don't make us pay for hats. In the dumb way. Or guns. What are you even going to pay for in an Assassin's Creed game? That's what I don't even get. Like, what are you even going to pay for?
Better knives.
That's just so stupid, I don't even have a response for that. You can have knives! God damn it. Can you pay for, like, fighting controls that don't suck dick? Can you do that?
That's going to be like the deluxe
upgraded
edition.
Fight controls, upgraded combat, $9.99. Play the game and not feel like you're running through mud or trying to fucking skin a cat while you're having combat. Not exactly the high point of the series. Ubisoft. So on to better news, I suppose. PS4 2.0 firmware was announced. And, alright, let me get this straight. They've got Share Play, which is supposed to be the thing where people can, like, watch you play games and then join in, even, or take over. Yeah, that was some of the shit that they announced it, before launch, that half of which they haven't actually delivered on yet.
Yeah, you're supposed to be, like, if you suck at what you're playing, you can let, like, somebody watching, or I don't know if it specifically has to be somebody on your friends list or whatever, but they can take over and do it for you.
I guess that's kind of cool.
It's a cool concept. Like, I don't know
why this was the priority, Like, I feel like there's other things that could have come before this.
Oh,
but maybe it was sort of like, while we're in here, doing share stuff, let's actually finish this.
Yeah, since they are upgrading some of that stuff.
And yeah, the coolest thing for me and us in general is now you will be able to upload to YouTube. It only took them, let's see,
like 9
months and counting to fucking put YouTube in. To put YouTube into a device in 2014, it took them 9 months. Mind-boggling. But at least it's coming. Why the fuck they launched with Facebook? Like, who the fuck uploads gaming videos to Facebook?
Well, I have now, since I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
No, they don't still. Like, I did it, like, once because I had to. At least now you can put it on your thumb drive. Thank fuck for that. But, yeah, that's just silliness. But at least it's coming. So, kudos. Took you long enough, but at least you're doing it.
No, it looks like it's supposedly supposed to release this fall, so yeah, it'll basically be a year.
A year. This fall. How long does it take to make a fucking YouTube app?
Nearly.
Come on, guys.
Especially when they already had a YouTube app on the PS3.
I don't understand. Could they just go hire some people that quit Microsoft? Because they're pumping out updates like it's nobody's business. No, and I mean, in the end, it plays video games. I just, launching a console that's a successor to another console and it not having the same features as the other console seems kind of stupid. I feel like they could have, done that. Put everything back. Kind of like it, it hasn't been baking long enough. Need a little more time in the oven.
Well, they had to get that, a week up on Microsoft?
Yeah. I mean, they both need a little more time in the oven, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's
how
happens.
it always goes,
Every
though.
launch. Give it about, I don't know, 2-3 years, this thing will be screaming along with 9 million new features.
Right. You remember what the
and they
PS3
probably
was
still
like?
won't have Instant On either.
You're never going to let that go, are you?
I wanted it. That's the one fucking thing that I cared about. I love that feature.
Why?
It sounded great because I could turn it on and it would come on immediately into the game I was playing.
I don't know. I guess it's not as big of a deal for me because my TV itself takes 5 seconds to turn on. So,
but the PS4 takes 30 seconds to do anything.
It does not.
It does. You gotta boot up. You gotta listen. You gotta see the message about having seizures or whatever the fuck it is. And then you can start the game, and then that takes another 10 seconds.
It's 10 seconds if you boot it from completely off. If you have it in standby, it's a lot faster.
It's not that much.
Not really.
No, it's really not that much faster.
I don't think I've turned mine off once.
I'm an impatient person. I notice every second.
All right, you know what?
I have an SSD in every computer that I use. Okay. Wait, what?
I'm going to do this right now. Mine's in standby.
Are you gonna time it?
I'm pushing the fucking. I'm pushing the button right now.
Right. And while that's happening, let's talk about Killzone.
I'll go make a sandwich and come back, and it still won't be on.
It's not that bad. So, apparently, Sony's getting sued by some dumbass. Over the 1080p claims on Killzone. I'd say it's on. Now start a game.
Well, I don't have a disc in. It's going to be one of the fucking hard drive ones.
See? Cheating. Cheat. Hacks. Wall aim.
Because there's no fucking disc-based games worth buying. I'm cheating.
Hey, The Last of Us, son. Killzone.
Yeah, I played it when it was a PS3 game.
So did I, and I saw it on PS4.
It was a PS3 game. Well, you know what? It was beautiful on PS4, and I loved it. And it came with the DLC, and that's a $15 value right there.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I would have got it, but I don't have extra money to spend on that. And when I'm getting Destiny in less than a month.
Touche.
Could have been paying off Destiny this whole time.
Could have had the special edition. Could have been a contender.
Could have been a somebody.
So anyway, Killzone 1080.
Or is it?
Or is it? Yes, in single player. Which kind of brings up something that I think either this guy's a moron or just an asshole. Everyone knows, because the main game runs at 1080 and it looks fucking amazing. It looks amazing. And I play PC games and it looks amazing. It's a beautiful game. And the multiplayer, okay, everyone that even would know what the difference between 1080 and 900p is, everyone that knows that multiplayer always looks shittier. And why? Because it's got to render 50 other fucking people on the screen. Yeah. Other people doing other shit. Everyone knows that. Why are you suing them?
Let's not get into that again. With the people and what they know.
Nothing. I mean, they should know that. I don't know how you have such strangely.
I know about Wikipedia.
I know what 1080p means, but I don't know that the game fucking come on, man.
Well, to be fair, I've like I've talked about before, I've worked in an electronics store. What people who know what 1080p is in like the general sense is they know that 1080 is a bigger number than 720, so that's good.
This number's bigger than that number. I don't know. The other one starts with a 7 though. That's why Xbox 360 is the same as a PS3 because they both have a 3. That's why there's no Xbox 2.
But there's an Xbox One.
Yep, and they went full retard.
Because that makes sense.
There we go. There's the answer. That's why they sold so much less. 4 versus 1. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I just said that. Yeah. See, they need the
Yes.
Xbox 1080 next.
No,
And
sold
maybe
more.
that one can actually run games at 1080. Oh! No one? All right. So, yeah, this lawsuit seems kind of stupid. I know that it's just some angry fat neckbeard, but it's just like, really? I don't even know. Like, what? Just so fucking.
From what I understand, like the specifics of it are, like the multiplayer technically does play in 1080. It uses some weird like smoothing upscale thing or whatever it's doing that like I guess was causing a bit of stuttering with it or something, and people got all weird about that.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm so mad. I don't know. This just like how.
That's probably one of those things that's always going to be like, oh, this is still going on. Just here's like $1 million. Do something
just
with it.
Go away, you fucking troll. Pretty much what it amounts to. Giant whining troll, I guess. Even if Microsoft was doing this, I would just not. It just doesn't fucking matter.
I love the specific term for what they did. They call it temporal projection.
Yeah.
What?
You like, is this fucking time travel? Is that the frames are traveling through fucking time?
The exact line is, Sony's position, as reiterated in a March blog post, is that both single and multiplayer output in 1080p as promised. However, multiplayer uses what Sony describes as temporal projection, utilizing multiple lower resolution frames effectively stitched together to create the 1080p effect, achieving subjectively similar results.
But mad.
But apparently it could
All
make
the
it
mad.
blurry or something.
All the mad that exists.
Yeah, so they got all them. They got like super mad,
jelly mad,
Battlefield mad.
Oh man, mad zone, maduration. I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah.
Should have stopped earlier.
Moving along to other lawsuits. Fun week.
Better
Sega
lawsuits.
One. Yeah. So what's going on with this, Colonial Marines saga?
Basically, because Colonial Marines was very obviously falsely advertised.
A giant steaming pile of shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
between what they showed everybody the game was going to be like and what the game actually was, people are like, false advertising, we want our money back.
What? I gotta say, the more I read about this, the more I kind of think that Gearbox are kind of shitty. Farmed this out, pretty much lied to everyone about what it looked like. I just... I don't know about the accusations that they, used the money for Borderlands 2. I don't know about that, but they definitely put out a shit game and lied to everyone about it, and that's not cool.
Well, I know, the specifics with this, too, is, the settlement that is being talked about is with Sega, Gearbox, right. They're still, dealing with.
Right.
And Gearbox is still of the stance that, the suit is beyond meritless, which is, is about as full of shit as their game was.
I just can't even get behind that. They're just, it's shit. Just, they should have fucking canned it. Someone at Sega should have been like, we're not releasing this fucking pile of shit. But they didn't.
The thing that I don't get to is, apparently Gearbox has tried to argue that it ought to be dropped from the suit, claiming that it received no profit from the game. How does that even work? Well, I mean, aside from the fact that like the only way I see that working is because like the game like didn't sell worth shit, so they didn't actually make any money.
We actually lost money on this, Your Honor. Yeah, well, they still sold it to people. Eat a dick.
Which, yeah, like so far that argument doesn't seem to have been accepted. I wonder why.
Yeah. So you don't want to be in this lawsuit basically because you don't want to. Is that where we're going with it? That seems about right. So whatever. Yeah, that's all the fucks I have to give. Moving along. Grain of salt, whatever. They've data mined some shit from one of the latest Steam releases. And they've seen some Valve added new app types in a recent Steam beta update: film, TV series, video plugin, and music. So I'm looking at this, and I mean, people are going, "Oh, maybe it's streaming or something." I'm thinking it's probably at this stage, based on the fact that Steam's music player literally just plays music files off your computer. I'm guessing this is more for playing, video files, because they got Steam OS, and they don't really have an official video player per se. So I mean, if you have Steam OS, it would behoove you to make, desktop things work inside of it. Steam.
Yeah. That'll be an extra thing they can market like the Steam boxes with too. Is hey, it'll play videos that you put on it.
Yeah, it also does this other shit. Hey, this originally came from IGN. Look at
that. In addition to that, like Valve related, apparently, like they may have soft launched the Source 2 engine via Dota 2 recently. Because I guess they're
like an editor or something.
Yeah, like the map like creator type thing in the world. It's called the Workshop or something like that. It's a DLC thing, but I guess like all the extensions in that normally would have just said Source, say like Source 2 or something. So I haven't heard much else about it. I don't know if it's actually out or what the deal was, because I don't know anything about that game.
There's a whole bunch of hubbub. I think Gamescom is still going, isn't it?
Quite possibly.
But I believe that Valve still hasn't gone. I keep seeing people asking, "When's Valve on?" And all these topics. So,
well, Gabe Newell probably still has to manifest himself.
He has to think himself into existence. Yeah. So, they need a plane big enough to transport him. Oh no, Half-Life just got delayed. I guess we'll see. I'd like to see them actually fucking announce something for once. It's been a while. Yeah. It'd be cool to see a game, because it's been a while since they put a game out.
Well, I understand they are definitely working on another Left 4 Dead.
Which kind of disappoints me. After playing that Evolve beta, I realize how, over that game I am. I kind of don't... I don't know. But I guess we'll see what's in the new one. I felt those enemies get really fucking annoying sometimes. The ones where basically, if you leave the group, you're dead.
Yeah. Mostly,
look, it's a jockey. Fuck you.
I never really played those games, but I tried the second one a little bit since I got in it for free on Steam and wanted the cards from it during the last sale. So I started it up and I played it a little bit by myself, and then I opened up the the Steam thing and was looking at some of the guides on there. When your game needs a guide on how good you need to be before you should even try playing with other people randomly.
Oh, whatever.
Fuck that.
You don't need a guide. You just jump in and play.
Yeah, and then people fucking rage.
Whatever, fuck them. Play with your friends. Like you do with Destiny.
Yeah,
if you ask me right
the new
now,
game
I'd
that's
probably
coming
go play
out.
that with you.
I don't care that much.
Well, there's your problem.
If I cared that much, I probably would have got the game when it was new.
It's better than the first, at the very least, I would say. So, yay for improvements. What were you going to say now?
Was I going to say something else?
I don't know. It sounded like it.
If I was,
Turning
I
into a
don't remember.
doddering old man. What?
Yep.
The what now? You're too young for that. Oh, well. So, what else we got? Oh, the GameStop trade-ins. This one, There's a special place in my heart for this kind of bullshit. So, GameStop, being the good old buddy old pals they are, we're going to raise trade-in prices. Which, you read the article and you're like, oh, yeah. Except that they're talking about raising trade-in rates across the board, 20%, which, that sounds good, except they're getting rid of all their promotions. Now, this does have the advantage of not making it a giant clusterfuck to trade things in. But the thing about that is, you could take advantage of that clusterfuck if you put the effort into it. For instance, I got Left 4 Dead on my brain. Thanks, Kyle. The Last of Us, you recently could trade it in, your PS3 copy, and get $25 for it towards The Last of Us PS4. Or sometimes they'll have promotions, like if you trade in 2 PS4 games, you get like an extra $10. Or when you do a pre-order, you get an extra X% and the $10. And, there's all these little incentives. So basically, if you walk into GameStop to sell a game and get a pre-order, you're going to get a hell of a lot more than that extra little 20%. Just depending on, what sales and promotions you take advantage of. So I think that, this is actually going to end up being shittier for everyone. And that part you mentioned in the article, the guy who was talking about his, what did he say, something about his NBA?
NBA 2K that I traded in on Saturday might now be worth 30 cents instead of 25 cents I got for it.
So that's pretty much, yeah. Woo!
Yeah, like you think about it, it's really not that much because, you trade in a game that would have been $10, you get $12 instead. Woo!
I think what really makes people salty isn't really that; it's that you could trade in a game that literally came in 2 weeks ago, and they'll give you $20 for it, and they will sell it literally $5 less than a brand new game.
Yep.
And they will aggressively push you to buy the fucking every goddamn time I used to go in there.
You sure
they don't seem as bad now. No, I want the fucking new one, and you need to shut up. Because if I'm going to pay that much for a game, I might as well buy it new. Because A, some fucking dirty bastard didn't touch the damn thing. And B, if I buy it new, the developer actually gets my money. That's why I'm buying the fucking game. If I'm getting it used, I might as well just fucking pirate it because they're not even going to get any money out of it. So, but, if I'm going to buy it used, you at least got to soothe my conscience a little by letting me pay a lot less. I want a 50% discount for used, goddammit. Or at least like 25%. $5? Are you kidding me with that shit? 55. I remember I went to buy MGS4, and they had one of those, and they fucking kept, are you sure? Like, look, I don't want it used. Just give me the fucking new copy and go away. And no, I don't want any other fucking pre-orders. For the love of God. I think they've toned some of that shit down. Or maybe I just found a GameStop that isn't like the devil.
To be fair, they do
the bad ones.
They do push that shit pretty hard on their employees.
Yeah, I mean they do.
Threaten to fire them and shit if not they don't get enough things and whatnot.
That's still fucking annoying. I don't care.
Yeah, it is, but
it is. I don't care whose fault it is. I'm not even pointing I want it to not happen.
I honestly think the way, because based on the one up here, I think the way it works is if you have two that are too close together, one of them just gives up. I think that's what the deal is. Because that's how it is up here. It
seems like the mall ones are a little more obnoxious than the freestanding ones too.
It's actually the opposite here because we have one. Yeah, we have one in the mall and then one in one of the strip malls right outside the mall, literally across the street.
Why?
And that one's the bigger one. It's got more stuff in it, but they're all fucking. Oh, you should pre-order this and blah blah blah. And then the one in the mall, it's like, hey, can I help you find anything? No. All right, I'm gonna go do something else.
I'm gonna smoke a J in the back.
The worst they have ever got with me is that's the one that I got my PS4 at because I snatched somebody's pre-order that they didn't pick up. All the guy really said was do you need any accessories, because that's how we get money off of these. I was like, well, no, but then I ended up buying the extended warranty thing in case the kid
in case Sony
tries to lick it or something.
Tries to lick it.
I don't know what's gonna set that thing off. He's taken to trying to blow into like the headphone jacks on my sound system, so you never know.
Son, this isn't a Nintendo. Stop blowing into it. Damn it, GameStop. You don't see businesses that are that palsy to irritate the shit out of their customers. Well, except Fry's. You want a fucking Fry's card? Fuck off. I don't want one now, and I will never want one. Please stop asking. Why? Why would you go out of your way to irritate the shit out of your customers? Somebody needs to get the people in charge of this into a room and punch them all in the face. Everyone fucking hates it. Oh, we see a 3% return and stop. Anyway, that was the bulk of what I had. Let's see, what else we had a couple other things. Some of these were just silly. Oh, this one it was just a why? BioShock 1 has been announced for the iPhone and the iPad. What in the fuck?
Because that's how they do.
I just don't like. It looks like ass. Ooh. And it's not gonna fucking play like the game. Why? I mean, I guess if it's like $1, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like 10. You know, like why? It's so silly. It's gonna ruin the game. No matter what they say, it's ruining the game. And it's not the original team, because the original team isn't a company anymore. So you know it's going to be some fucking Chinese people working for $3 an hour porting it. With touch controls. Touch optimized control. Because we know how great fucking first-person shooters are on touch screens.
Like, I can't even imagine how this is going to work, because you need to be able to move and look around and fire. Like,
now, I will say, Metroid Prime, whatever the fuck, Echoes, Hunters. Interesting concept on the DS. And if not for the fact that I was left-handed, maybe a little bit easier to play. But this isn't that.
Yeah, but the DS has buttons, too.
Yeah, the DS, that's exactly that, and that's why I had to force myself to use the stylus with the right hand, because I tried using buttons to move, and that just ain't happening. I need a D-pad. But anyway, this doesn't have that. You know how fucking hard it is to move? Like, I tried playing Minecraft on my tablet, and I wanted to fucking chuck it across the room. I was like, this is impossible! How would anyone do this? I think I ended up getting it for like 10 cents, because God willing, I would never pay more than that to play fucking Minecraft on a tablet. But I was just like, you have a fucking circle thing, and you gotta like, and you can't feel anything because it's on a touch screen. So for like aiming, you know, that's all good and well, but movement is the worst. Yeah, doing things is the worst.
I think the only thing like that I've tried is I got Final Fantasy III, which was like a DS port on my Kindle, and you know, that's a turn-based RPG, you know, like an old school one, so it's just up, down, left, right. There's no diagonal moving or anything like that, and even that moving just is awkward and doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I mean, I tried playing Pokemon on an emulator, and even that was annoying. I was like, fuck this, and I went and played it on my computer instead. It was easier. So, just stop with this shit. Just when you try to port things that are made for other consoles and shit, that just doesn't. It just doesn't work. It's not. You're gonna have a bad time. And this article mentions the Grand Theft Auto ones. Yeah, they suck too. I tried them out. Wink, wink. Didn't take. So whatever. The only other interesting thing was they're redoing Resident Evil again, sort of. There's going to be a Resident Evil HD remade from the 2002 GameCube game that was a remake of the original from PlayStation. So, you know, that's something, I guess. It's
not a single fuck was given.
I just, like, a remake of a GameCube game, though, is going to look kind of, I don't know.
Like, honestly, as far as that goes, like, I would have preferred, like, Twin Snakes or something.
Yeah. Or just, like, make it again. I don't...
Yeah.
Upscaling something that old? 2002? Dude, that shit was, like, one of the first GameCube games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that was, like, the PlayStation 2 equivalent, and they're doing that with PlayStation 2 games all the time, so I guess I get it.
Well, now, though, I mean, that trend is just... so old. It runs in 1080. Well, no shit. It's a 10-year-old game. I would hope
it does.
My fucking laptop could run that in 1080.
Probably runs at 4K resolutions too.
Well, no, but still, come on. So, yay, I guess. If they charge like $5-10, sure. Maybe.
It'll probably, like, if it's
50
like
or
most
60,
of those, it'll be
blow me.
If it's anything like the PS4, or I mean the PS2 ones were, it'll probably be 40.
There's no way.
But like the only interesting thing I saw like about that was the fact that they're like giving you like actual controls.
I want
Not
you to
that
think
fucking
for a
bullshit.
minute. Think for a minute. This article has the date. The original Resident Evil. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. 1997.
Yep.
When it comes out next year, it will be almost 20 fucking years old. There's no way in hell I'm going to pay $40 for a fucking 20-year-old video game.
To be fair, like that's like the GameCube one wasn't just a port of the PlayStation one. It was completely remade. Like, so it didn't look anything like that.
Okay, so it's like 15 years old. Splitting hairs. But yeah, it's a bit old. At least like the Kingdom Hearts thing, that was $40. That was 3 games. One of them was a movie, and one of them was the worst, stupidest fucking card game thing I have ever seen, and I'm going to watch a video for it on YouTube because they can blow me. But at least it had extra stuff on there.
Yeah.
And it also isn't 15 years old, so there's that too. Although it may not be that far away. Anyway, they better get the pricing right, that's all I gotta say. 10 would be a sweet spot, 20 would be I need to think about it, 40 would be fuck no.
Well, then you just wait for it to be 20.
Well, even then, I still gotta think about it.
Like apparently they're gonna have like a new control scheme to where like you move like a normal fucking game because like the old Resident Evil games had that like weird like,
shitty controls, what they call.
You'd have to
but it enhances the environment.
I don't know how like moving like a tank enhances the environment
because that's what fanboys say about things that are terrible. I mean, let's be honest here.
Like, if they wanted you to walk like a fucking 2-year-old, they should have made you a 2-year-old.
People will rationalize shit saying, oh, it fits the experience. Like, no, it's just shitty. Like, the aiming being swingy and really shitty in Last of Us. People will like, oh, it enhances the experience. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It makes it annoying. I mean, the gun sway, I get it, but it's a bit much. So, I don't know. It's just... shitty controls aren't... You don't try to pretend that that's part of the game. That was intended. It was intended to be shitty and frustrating to control. Yeah, definitely. No. Just give me the RE5 controls. Those are fine. Those are almost a damn shooter. Pretty much Gears of War. Oh well. So, yeah. I think that about does it.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, you have a surprise?
We got all kinds of shit. Like, did you not see my entire last, like, fucking set of stuff?
Oh yeah, the MGS stuff.
and other stuff.
Well, yeah. I got some. Look, I'm just gonna... There's a Halo channel now.
No, I didn't
Don't give a fuck.
Like, fuck that.
What exactly... Oh, yeah, okay. Metal Gear Solid 5 on Steam. That's exciting. No dates for anything, though, so that's not exciting. They said they're going to actually have both Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5 coming to Steam, so that's super cool.
Ground Zeroes is Metal Gear 5.
Huh?
Zeroes is technically part of Metal Gear 5. Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes.
Well, they said Ground Zeroes when they said it was going to release ahead of...
still Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, whatever. It is called that. That is true. And they actually have pages right now on Steam for them, which I was actually surprised anyone actually found that already. So they're in Steam. They are ready to go. Screenshots and stuff. You can't pre-order it, obviously, because there's no date anyway, but coming. Now, I already have it on PS4 for, Ground Zero, so I'm kind of like, we'll see. If they're smart, they'll just have some kind of bundle. I really just don't want to pay very much for Ground Zeroes for a fucking 3-hour game or whatever it is. Anchor chapter. The game. But still, that is cool. I would like to, even cooler would be if they sucked it up and put the fucking, whatever that last collection that just had all the games in it, put that on PC. Come on. 1 through 4, the Legacy Collection. I want to see that shit on PC. Just do whatever you gotta do. Make it happen. I would love to play through the whole series on PC. Granted, I already have it for PS3, but I want it on PC too.
God.
Because fuck you. It'll look better. It will look better. Although I hear Metal Gear Solid 4 might be a fucking nightmare to port anywhere, so...
yeah, considering how the PS3 works.
Yeah, the PS3 is a fucking nightmare. So, whatever. And following along with that, we had what you lovingly dubbed Silent Nope. So you actually played the, whatever the fuck it was called, PT?
Yeah. Yep.
And you regretted it instantly.
Just to kind of set it up, because I kind of find what they did with the whole thing fascinating. Basically, they put up, at Gamescom, they put up, this trailer for this thing called PT that was immediately put up on the PlayStation 4 store. You could download it. It was basically dubbed, an interactive trailer. So... it's a survival horror kind of thing. That's all they really said about it. And they showed a couple reaction videos of people playing it and screaming their fucking heads off, which was appropriate, I will admit, after having tried it. But anyways, the big deal about it though is that Hideo Kojima, speaking of Metal Gear, is part of it, as well as Guillermo del Toro. So that's all sorts of interesting right there. But I guess the big reveal as to what the game actually is, which has turned out to be a new Silent Hill game, was not supposed to be able to be found out for at least a week or so. And you know how that always happens whenever people make claims like that. Some fucking tryhard's like, nope, got it. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, because
we expected it will take our fans a week, and somebody already got it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think that night, basically. I don't want to say it was somebody.
Yeah,
in the UK
it definitely was within the first 24 hours.
Yeah, I heard about Silent Hill, it being a Silent Hill game before I even heard about how it, what it was supposed to be, the PT part of it.
I was like, oh, there's a Silent Hill game going. I didn't even know about PT thing until later.
But yeah, it's the reason behind that though is apparently because when you go through it, it's basically just a single hallway in a house that you're going through, and you go through it multiple times because when you hit the end of it, it brings you back to the front and things have changed or whatever, and there's different things you can find and do in each iteration of the hallway, and it's basically a randomized kind of thing, and there are specific triggers you have to hit as you're going through it, to get to actually finish it. And that's what was the reveal trailer for what it actually is and all that. And it was supposed to take a while. It was supposed to be people, talking about it and working out what they were doing and what they could do to make things happen. That was supposed to, eventually lead to that. Nope.
Nope. Internet.
But yeah, so the big things is Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro.
You say it different every time.
Yeah, I know, because I'm white as fuck.
You really...
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Come on, Whitey. You lived in Arizona most of your life. Come on.
I'm as white as you, if not whiter, and I can say it right.
Yeah, he has Christmas feet.
I do. It's very true.
You live in California. I live in Minnesota. You cannot possibly be whiter than I am.
You don't know. You have no idea.
I don't think you remember how white I am.
Ladies, let's not fight over our whiteness.
Bitch, I was white before it was cool.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Bring it, honey child.
Oh, no, you did not.
I will fuck you up. But anyway, Silent Hill.
Guillermo
Guillermo
Taro.
I like Chex' version.
Video games.
Elmo del Taco. Oh, that made me laugh so much.
Elmo del Taco. America. That Mexican guy.
Yeah.
The Mexican guy that makes creepy looking shit.
But anyways. So I decided to try it out. I was like, interactive trailer. How bad could that be?
What's the worst that could happen? Ah!
Like, you saw that one picture and that was enough for you.
Yeah. I saw a picture of some fucking creepy ass girl. I'm getting fucking nervous just thinking about it. Hanging over a railing, and I was like, nope! I started watching a video that Chags had posted in the chat, and I literally watched 2 seconds of someone walk down a hallway, and I was like, close that! Nope, not even. Fuck you, fuck the internet, I'm going home, it's time to sleep.
You started it up, and it's first person. You wake up on the floor of this bare room.
After a long night of drinking, apparently.
Something, because you walk like you've either been have a concussion or we're drinking.
So it's like a Resident Evil game.
Pretty much. But yeah, you go and you open the door. There's a voiceover or something at the beginning. It says something about the crack in the door is an alternate reality or something. Some weird fucking existential shit.
Yeah, it was you think you are the you, but how do you know you are the you? Or something weird. What? How do you know you're really the you?
Typical Kojima dialogue is
pretty much, yeah.
We're going with this.
Yep, that was definitely his touch. But anyways, so you go through the door and you're in just this long hallway. Everything, it's pretty well lit and stuff. You can hear a radio in the distance. So you walk down and there's trash everywhere, fucking candy and beer cans and shit. Something was going down.
In America, wherever we are in this alternate reality. Trash everywhere. New York?
But I just kind of walked down through and there's turn the corner and there's a door on your right, and then you can see the front door on the left. There's a coat hanger and shit, or a coat rack, and there's a door at the end of the hallway that goes down some stairs. And that's the only thing you can do. There's no the only button you can click is R3 zooms in on stuff to look at it closer. And that's it.
No zooming in.
Yeah. But
I'll just look at the.
You go down the stairs, and then it brings you back to the door you were at that you first came out of. So it's that's okay.
Really fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Go down and at this point, I don't know how long it takes, but eventually various lights on the walls start going out and stuff. Not as you're walking or anything, but one will be out the next time you come into the hallway or whatever. But then you walk past that bathroom door again. And then, as you get towards the stairs, you hear a banging noise, and so you turn around, and that it's a bathroom. You shouldn't know that yet, but oh well. Anyways, you see this door, and it's just fucking shaking on its fucking hinges and stuff. Something's in there out of it.
Having a fucking heart attack, apparently.
Yeah. So it's okay, I don't like that.
Not going in that room.
Well, you go through the hallway again. Or down the stairs, and you start off going through the hallway again, and the radio that was going originally isn't going anymore. It was talking about people fucking killing each other, and I think the one story was something about the father or whatever just kept repeating these numbers over and over again while he was killing his family or something. So it's that's nice.
That's such wonderful environmental.
But then you get around the corner, and that you go down. Everything's still shut up, and as you go towards the stairs again, the door there slams shut. It's oh, good. And you turn around, and the other door creaks open a little bit. So you walk up to it. Yeah. It's oh, this isn't gonna end well.
Time
so you
to
walk
turn
up to
off
it.
my PlayStation.
and you can't fucking open it or anything, because apparently you have no arms.
Again, Resident Evil?
Yeah, pretty much.
But you can look inside it.
Yeah, you zoom in, like, if you zoom in on the crack in the door, all of a sudden this fucking, like, as soon as you zoom in, you see this hand just, like, reach out from inside of it and slam the door shut. It's like, yeah, I fucking jumped. I was like, oh shit.
Nope!
And then, like, in order to keep this brief, it just gets worse. Much worse from there.
There's some lady that'll like jump out of nowhere and start eating you or some weird shit like that.
Well, even before that, like one of the times when I went through and like the room was fairly dark, you turn that corner and you see this fucking like 10-foot tall shadowy figure fucking standing there.
I watched that part.
I just stopped and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
I don't like video games.
But I was like, how much longer can this last? So you take a step forward and then everything just goes black. And it's like, oh god, but it's gone. And yeah, there's just to throw out the highlight reel, deformed like talking baby fetus, talking bloody paper bag. Thing like you turn and like as you start turning, fucking thing just right in your face that like knocks your ass out and like eats you. And like,
oh boy.
Eventually I hit a point where I couldn't go any further. Like everything was closed up. I couldn't do anything else. So I started looking shit up online. And like everything I was reading about people seeing, I did not see at all. So there's so much more shit to it.
Yeah, one thing I noticed when I was looking at like online forums about it, they were saying like people were trying to figure out how to get to the teaser part and finish it. And, like people were coming up with different suggestions, and like the suggestions that worked for one person wouldn't work for another person. It's very weird.
Yeah, well, that same thing happens with computer support too, and the problem is usually that they're idiots.
Well, with Kojima behind this, I wouldn't surprise you if it was completely intentional. But yeah, like I was seeing stuff like there's like some whole thing where you can trigger like a fucking baby laughing, which is no.
Yeah.
But like if you do that twice, like that's what can get you through to the end or something like that.
Yeah, like I think it said like your controller starts vibrating and then the phone rings.
Yeah.
You pick it up.
Yeah, and for me, like when I was playing it, the phone was off the hook the entire time. And then like even like I was seeing things like talking about like people were seeing like you had to do certain things when the clock changed time because there's like a digital clock sitting there on this like shelf or whatever. And like every time I went through, like the clock never changed from 11:59. So yeah, there's a whole lot of depth to that fucking thing, but I don't have the patience or the willpower to do that.
Some people were saying like actually having a mic plugged in would make a difference somehow, or having the PlayStation camera plugged in would make a difference.
Yeah, then leave it to fucking Kojima.
Yeah, like totally. He's totally all into that sort of thing. Like, especially when you think about like Metal Gear Solid 1 with Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
And like the vibration of the controller, like put your controller on the floor and I'll move it.
Yeah. Or like the fucking torture scene, if you use a turbo controller, I'll know.
Yeah. Or like you're playing the game, it's like, you like Castlevania, don't you? What?
No.
Yeah, so just knowing the kind of shit that he pulls in just that kind of game, imagine what this is going to be like.
Yeah, like when I first heard it was Guillermo del Toro and Kojima together working on a game, like, oh, that might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then, like, I tried watching a video of some guy playing it, and, like, 20 minutes in, I was like, okay, this is never going into my PS4
I'm gonna
ever.
go slit my own throat.
Yeah. I was, like, last night I was thinking, I wonder if I can watch it with the lights off and make it through. And I was, like, hesitant to do it. Like, nah, I think
I can watch someone else do it with the lights turned out.
And I was like, no, I was too much of a wuss to do that. And then I started watching it. I started watching it this morning, and I couldn't watch it. I was like switching between tabs and like reading things and trying to keep my mind off of it a little bit. And I heard him scream, and it would give me chills. Like, oh god, what's wrong with me?
Like a Pop-Tart and chocolate milk still can't make it. With your mom sitting in the room with you.
Like by the time you just finished, I was in the corner, just like huddled, like shivering. Like, don't let the clown eat me. Don't let the clown eat me.
I don't know. I'm me. I am me. No.
Am I really me? I don't. Oh god, other dimensions.
Yeah, like when I did it, like I had downloaded it the night before, and I knew it would finish that night. I was like, I'm not fucking touching this tonight. I waited until the next day when my friend had come over because I was gonna like show it to him.
Will you hold my hand
stuff,
while I play?
Like fucking like as I'm playing it, like fucking he jumped. Like when that thing showed up and like fucking ate me, like we both were just like, holy fuck.
No! No, put it up, nope.
Kind of wanted to see how that game, like, play it at a friend's house and see, like, have him play it, and like me and his girlfriend in the same room and just watch him play it, like, freak the fuck out.
Correct myself. Have him do it.
Yeah.
And I'll watch.
Because fuck
like a girl
that.
in the corner.
Like I have to say, the experience was interesting enough that I am interested to see where the game goes. I don't know that I will buy or play it, but
I will try to suffer through a Let's Play, and that's maybe as far as I'll go.
Like I'm tempted, which is saying a lot considering how much of a giant fucking pussy I am with these kinds of games. Like I am tempted, but I don't know that I'll ever pull that particular trigger.
You got further than I did, so.
Yeah, there's no way in hell. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to do it. I'm definitely never playing that game. Ever. I'm not even going to play that weird demo thing. I'm not even going to watch videos of it.
She's her enough to like, nope.
Yeah. I see a hallway and I'm like, nah, I don't even like hallways.
But like the actual trailer itself, I ended up just watching online because I wasn't going to start that over and try to deal with that shit again. So, but yeah, like the other big reveal with it is that I forget the guy's name, but the guy that plays Daryl on The Walking Dead is apparently the main character.
Norman Reedus.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
The guy with the crossbow.
And then like,
or as Chax put it, Cletus Yuck. Close.
Pretty close. They're like the same thing.
What, like the other big deal, like in standard Kojima fashion, they bring up the title. It's like, ooh, Silent Hill, and like, oh, that's cool, and then they add an S to the end, so it's Silent Hills. I don't know what the actual point to that is.
Metal Gear Solids.
Well, I'll just stick with Silent Nope.
Yeah, that accurately describes exactly the kind of game that I will not be playing. Which, ironically, fittingly, I should say, pretty much reminds me of Amnesia. And that game was where the Nope comic came from.
But I actually, what is that, Amnesia The Dark Descent or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have that. I got it from like a Humble Bundle sale. I still have not played it because I know what's going to happen.
I watched him play it for about 5 minutes, and I was like, well, I'm going to go look at fucking kittens and puppies.
Yeah. My favorite thing is there was a Let's Play, or quote-unquote Let's Play that I saw some guy do. It's like, yeah, welcome to the first episode of my Let's Play of Amnesia. Nope. And then, like, the video stopped. It was like 8 seconds long.
I saw that, actually.
I think it was like 8 or 6 seconds long, but it was real quick. Like, nope, video over.
Yeah, pretty much. So, have fun, Kojima. Not playing your game, though. I'll play Metal Gear Solid. And that will be fun, and I won't feel like crying 5 seconds in. Everybody wins.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. All the nope that ever was.
And then some.
Quite so. And then, whatever, Walking Dead game made by the Payday people.
Woo.
Hey, I gotta be honest, not really giving a shit.
But any worse than the other Walking Dead game.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be worse than the other one. I'm not
saying much.
Payday was fun for a $40 game. Great value. I got 10, 15 hours out of it. I had my fun. But, it wasn't that good. Gave it like a 7 or an 8. It was,
They could always do better.
Nothing special. It just, I guess in a way it was almost too realistic because shooting was extremely unsatisfying in that game. and it was just kind of a mixed bag.
Well, I mean, considering the thing was just a really vague teaser trailer, I guess we'll see. I hate when they don't have anything to go off of.
Yeah. It's like, thanks for telling us, I guess, and then showing us nothing.
I mean, teaser trailers are fun sometimes, but when something like this, like the last, not Telltale Walking Dead game with other shit. Granted, this is a different company, but that doesn't, necessarily mean anything. And the video of Robert Kirkman afterwards being like, "No, this is totally going to be awesome," doesn't mean anything either. Kirkman.
No.
So, yeah.
How you will.
Speaking of vague as fuck teasers, though, fucking BioWare. I don't even
care. I don't. Nope. It looks like some. Well, and then they finally revealed some. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Gato fucking. I don't.
Something. Fucking.
Gato
sounds
fucking
like a
RPG dudes.
14-year-old named it.
It does, and I can't fucking care. I can't.
But and the worst part about it is
the ability.
They managed to overhype themselves in less than a week.
Because basically, it's so fucking silly looking.
Shadow Realms.
Because the everything they did, they put out, it was 4 or 5 fucking live action teasers for a goddamn video game. Which, granted, they looked interesting, what was going on. It's okay, maybe this will be something kind of cool, but I don't trust BioWare anymore, so I'll wait and see. But, fucking people.
My distrust has been proven true.
Yeah. And then finally, they announced what it was, and it's a fucking 4 versus 1, multiplayer bullshit.
Nothing even remotely to do with anything they showed. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it looks like, people with powers. It's okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
I mean, it'll be alright, I guess. I don't see that game having a lot of story, and I really...
Well, supposedly that's going to be their thing, is it will have a lot of story, but I mean, what it comes down to for me is if you're forced 100% to play with other people to even see the story, fucking why?
Never going to happen.
Even in an MMO... it's in the name, massively multiplayer online. You can play by yourself and see the story and shit in almost all of those games if you want to. When you're forced to do that shit, it just pisses me off. But and then however much story it has, it's BioWare used to be known for that.
Yeah.
Now they're known for shitty versions of that. So
yeah, and their writer just left. So he is arguably responsible for Mass Effect 3, so...
might be good, might be bad.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing what happens every time EA buys a company. Everyone leaves. Yeah. So...
Pretty much, because didn't both the co-founders of the company leave a while ago?
Yep, and then the head writer guy left, and here we are. So... And then the writer that was originally writing Mass Effect left, and they just completely took it off the rails. Yep, BioWare is pretty much not BioWare anymore at this point. Everyone that has left.
They're going to pull what the guys from Respawn did and just make another company that basically is the original company with a different name.
I think the two, forget their names, but the two doctors that left aren't coming back in video games.
No.
Yeah, the Respawn thing was a little different. That was them basically telling Activision to go fuck themselves.
No.
And then we're taking our ball and we're going home.
Well, stuff like that has happened before too, and it almost never works anyways. Because I think that happened with what was it, Blizzard North, the guys that had originally made the first 2 Diablo games.
Well, the people that made Diablo, there's 1 billion people that made Diablo. And every fucking game ever now, from the makers of Diablo 2...
The same thing happened
with the guy that
people
fetched
from
coffee for the lead animator.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
You see that with people from id too.
Yeah, there was Hellgate London, and that was a shitville. And there's Torchlight, and there's Path of Exile. Does that have some Diablo
Possibly.
People?
Probably. Most games probably do at this point.
Every game in that genre has one guy from the Diablo 2 team.
From the makers of Diablo 2, it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
From the maker of Diablo 2. From one of the people that worked there.
But yeah, that's the other company I can think of where that kind of shit happened was id, because fucking everybody that ever worked on Doom is doing their own thing. It's oh yeah, totally from the people who made Doom. Like what? Wasn't that American McGee guy? Like used to work for it or something too.
I feel like he might have at one point.
Who knows? If you're not fucking Carmack or Romero, fuck off. And Romero already made a fool of himself, so
yeah.
Carmack's the only one that matters, and he doesn't even do video games anymore. He does.
Basically, if you're not John Carmack, go to hell.
Yeah.
Yep, he American McGee he was sound effects development and programming for Doom 2, Quake, and Quake 2. And then now he makes weird fucking like dark fairy tale
LSD
games.
Shit, yeah.
And not even good ones either. Like they always look interesting, and I played Alice and like the newer one that he did of Alice too, and like they were okay, but like they might have been cool when I was like 13.
And your soul was deep and too deep for you.
Dude, this is so dark. Dude. Oh my god.
Dude. Yeah. Dude, this is so dark. It's so fucking stupid. This game is as black as my soul.
Wait, what's his name? The fucking Papa Roach.
I'm playing Tony Hawk 2. God damn it. So, you know. And also a little thing, Meta Knight's going to be in Smash Bros. Again.
Yay!
And they're going to unbreak him. Supposedly. What will you do now, MT?
Hopefully play Sheik if she's good again.
She'll be a separate character. She was still good in Brawl. I'll use Sheik.
She was better in Melee, I thought.
Well, that's because she was OP as fucking Melee. Although not as broken as Fox, apparently.
Fuck Fox.
No one's as broken as Fox. And it's funny, because every game, whoever's the strongest in this game is going to be nerfed all to fuck. Snake's so nerfed he's not even in the game.
Nerf him right the fuck out.
Meta Knight's probably going to be the worst character. He's going to be like the fucking Bowser of the game. And, you know, whoever else.
As long as Luigi can still wear pink. I'm
okay. Yes. As long as you can have gay Luigi. You know, it's hard to get excited because the game's like a bazillion months away anyways. This December, maybe.
Not if you want the 3DS version.
Like I don't. Oh! Especially because now it's not even coming out that much ahead. What is it, like a month or two? And what does holiday 2014 mean? It's not like
anytime between like October and December.
Announce the fucking date, man. Come on, man. So, you know, they've had lots of updates. Lucina, who is basically female Marth. She literally looks like female Marth. I know that if you play the games, it's going to be all special and whatnot, but I had a giggle at that. I'm looking at the image right now, and she literally looks like a female Marth. And Marth already has long hair and looks pretty effeminate as it is.
Japan.
That makes it even funny. LOL, Japan! They look so similar, and they have like the same clothes. What is that all about? I guess they work for like the same country or something. I don't know.
I played like
I'm not a video game scientist.
Like 30 minutes of a Fire Emblem game, so
yeah. I mean, it's not even a style of game that I like. I don't like tactics games. Pretty much lost on me. Anyway, so that's exciting. That's pretty much that about does it.
Unless we're going to talk about games we played, then pretty much.
I mean, I played The Last of Us. It was great.
Like, how was the DLC thing? Because I never played that.
Pretty short. Kind of felt like it just belonged in the game. I am almost like, wait, you had to pay for this originally? Is it kind of like, I don't want to spoil, but I mean, it just, there's an event referenced in the game, and the DLC is basically about that, so it's kind of like, kind of already, alright.
Well.
Or at the very least, I mean, on the PS4 release, they could have just included it at that point in the game. Why not just do that?
Yeah, that would have probably made sense then.
Because it fits into the game.
Probably would have been more work they didn't want to do.
Probably.
I guess.
Yeah, they seem to really stress the fact that they didn't want to like actually work on it.
Yeah,
we made it look better. That's about it.
Fuck you guys.
Just buy it.
Just fucking do it, alright?
Well, it's a good way for them to familiarize how the PS4 works.
Yeah.
Except that they tried to do as little work as possible. So, you know. That's okay.
Uncharted 4 is going to be fucking amazing.
Time on Uncharted 4, and I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Because those games are just good old-fashioned fucking fun. Just, you sit down and just for a weekend you play Uncharted and you're happy.
Yeah,
I remember these guys.
I blew through Uncharted 2 in a weekend.
Yeah, I mean, every time I play
good.
It takes me a while to, get into the swing of things, and, sometimes you get distracted. But once you get into it, you just through it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's like playing a movie.
I played all 3 of those back to back.
Damn.
Because, when my old PS3 broke and I had to get a new one, it came with Uncharted 3 for free. And I was like, well, shit, I've never played the other ones. And a friend at work was like, I got them. You can borrow them. I was like, great. And I platinumed every single one of them.
God damn. You were shit.
I've actually thought about going back and playing Uncharted 3 again. I haven't played through that except the one time. That was back before they quote-unquote fixed the controls.
There'd be another fun thing to do. Release that on PS4. Uncharted Collection.
They probably will sometime after 4 is done, I would imagine.
Or before. Right before.
No.
Would be the perfect time for that.
Yeah, but I'd rather they work out on getting 4 out the door first.
They can have someone else port it. What does it matter? Just get fucking... Whoever does God of War. They don't seem to be doing anything.
Was that Santa Monica Studios?
Yeah. Seems like they're doing jack shit, so get them to do it.
I think they're working on something.
I hope they're working on God of War. That's what I hope.
I want to say they were. I thought I heard something, but I could have
sworn. Yeah, I could have sworn I heard something recently.
I like those games. I gotta be honest, the last one I played was 3, because the other ones just look like annoying. I want to see the movie. I want to see the game move forward. I don't need to see his past.
Pretty cool shit.
They talked about his past in the first game, and I'm good with it. I don't care. He wasn't a god then. I don't give a fuck.
I played both the PSP ones via the collection things they put out. I didn't play that Ascension one though.
It sounded like okay. I don't want to hear any more about his past. I don't care.
Yeah, how many times do we have to watch him kill his family?
Right. I saw it once in the first game. I'm good. I'm good.
I honestly don't know how they're going to take it forward either, though. He just kind of fucking...
He's king of the earth at this point, so I don't even know either.
The only thing I can think of is, I forget who it was, but, one of the guys that worked on one of the earlier games, what he said he'd like to see him do is, now that he's done with the Greek gods, just go through and fucking destroy every other god ever.
Do it. Norse shit next. Fucking do it. I want to fight Thor.
That would be pretty cool. I would be okay with that.
I want to see them fucking fight Thor. Do it. Make it so. How fucking awesome would that be, too? Working your way through, you got another 3 fucking games right there. Boom. Working your way through the pantheon of Norse gods. And when you're done with that, you fucking, maybe stay away from the Muslim ones. But, you got plenty of others to choose from.
Probably shouldn't have him nailing Jesus to any crosses either.
Whatever.
But there would have to be the obligatory sex mini game with a bunch of Valkyries or something. Because that's how that works.
Whatever, man. It does seem like the next logical thing. Let's go for the Norse gods. Fuck it.
It would be cool. I don't know that.
This could be the story of why those religions died, because they literally died. This is how religion, the old ways, died off.
And then he gave up his anger and became a pacifist and grew his hair out.
Didn't the Germans have some weird shit that they could look at too? I don't know. I remember watching Monster. That anime was weird as shit. I just feel like there's something there in Germany. Something. They got some crazy shit. Anyhow. They got plenty. You could go for the fucking Egyptian gods.
Yep.
That would actually work even better. Do the Egyptians next, and then go for the Norse. There's 2 games at least right there. Oh yeah. I want me some God of War. And the stories were interesting in those games. Like, you played Devil May Cry, and it had better gameplay, but, I mean, even old Dante, new Dante, they're both stupid.
Yeah, well, I hate the games that, like, scrutinize, like, your every fucking mistake that closely. Like, it just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
you could just kind of...
Yeah, you just fucking went to town on everything.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck all of this. And then if you wanted, like, the challenge, you did those fucking, like, the challenge thing, which was, like, you know, break your controller frustrating at times. And that's what that was for.
Video games!
But yeah, like, the games like Devil May Cry and stuff, it's like, oh, you didn't juggle this enemy 3 times before you, blew him up with your gun and then jump on the other one. You get a C.
Yeah. You didn't get this guy to suck your dick while you were killing everyone. F.
Yeah.
You lose health. But I just killed everyone. F.
Like, the best description I've ever seen of, like, the Devil May Cry games, too, was you could get the same effect by playing some Slipknot and then pouring a bunch of red and green gummy bears on a spider and a scorpion that were fighting.
Yeah, what's your point? That's another thing. I really loved the music in Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was like this weird fucking, like, Japanese speed metal or something. I don't know what the fuck I was listening to, but it rocked.
Yeah,
I have that soundtrack on my computer.
Metal Gear Rising was the same way, and that was, like, the best part of that, too.
Like, I've never downloaded fucking... I'm not neckbeard here. I don't download, like, anime OSTs and shit, but the Devil May Cry thing, I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got 3 and 4 soundtracks somewhere on here because they were pretty cool. I liked listening to them. They're so fucking uppity and they just make you want to go fucking kill things. They're fun. Like, oh, I want to stab shit.
Music in the DMC reboot was pretty good too, I thought.
I still haven't played that. I gotta get to it. I got it on Steam. Among 900 other things. Next in line on the PC is gonna be what's it? The thing with the stuff. Far Cry 3. That's next. Next on the list.
That was a fun game.
It was. And then I'm gonna maybe try to do Fallout New Vegas at some point. I feel like I played so much Fallout 3 that I got 60 hours into Fallout 3. I have never played any game that much except maybe Diablo.
I have to give those games a shot yet.
Oh, they're so fun.
Yeah, like I got what was it, like Green Man Gaming or something gave away like the first 3 games, like not like 1 through 3, but 1, 2, and then Tactics. So, like, I have those sitting here to try eventually.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be dated.
Yeah, I know, but
they're free.
Story.
Yeah, I got the first one, maybe. I might have a couple from Good Old Games.
Yeah, it could have been that too. I don't know. It was one of the two.
I think you're thinking Green Man Gaming because it was a G and then something and then another G.
Good Old Gaming sounds more accurate.
Yeah,
because they're old games.
Sure. Hey!
Hey!
You! I bet if I go look in here right now, it'll have all the Fallout games. Damn you! Is the right password?
I remember, like, when they said that they were giving those away for free, like, the fucking site crashed. It took me like an hour to get them.
You want this, bitch? Yeah.
Fight for it.
You fight for it, huh? So, yeah. All right. Well, I think that will bring this week to a close. Thank you for joining us, Scott.
Yep.
MT?
I'm still here.
That's good to know. He's okay, everybody.
Oh.
Phew. We'll see him next week.
Wait, he was doing this with us?
I thought he was off playing video game. Alrighty. Well, that'll do it. Thank you for joining us.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do. Goodbye.